What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am super excited today because my spoiler came in yesterday. So I ordered this thing like 2 months ago. It finally came in. When I ordered it, they had to actually make it from scratch and then send it from China because it is a replica. It's not a genuine one. So might have a bit of fun today installing it. I'm gonna put the unboxing video in here. So I was heading back from the Super Bowl party that I just went to this morning, hence the outfit. And I got a text from the post office saying I had an item in, bring my ID, you know, all that sort of stuff. Now, normally all the stuff gets dropped off at my house, which is cool, but I knew there was one item that I had to sign for, so they weren't even gonna bring it to my house. And that is this bad boy right here. Now, I'm not gonna try and surprise you, blah, blah, blah. This is my TRD spoiler for the Supra. So I got my supervisor Storm over there, and yeah, let's cut it open, and if it's damaged, I guess you guys get to see my raw reaction because I haven't opened it yet. So let's go. I'm not too worried about any damage, to be honest, because it looks well packaged, unless there's like a big crack through the middle of it, because also the painter that will come out and do the mobile painting service, they'll be able to fix it if there is any damage. But yeah, hopefully there's not. I don't know if I have to do a disclaimer, but like, don't use knives, don't cut yourself. I've already done it in the past. If you did your apprenticeship with me, you know the story. Oh, baby! Oh, I'm so keen. Oh, man, that looks so good. I hope you guys can see the quality of this. I didn't realize it's going to turn out this good. Like, there's a little like couple of scuffs on it and stuff, but like it's fine. You know, like by scuffs I mean like just in the surface. But it's going to get rubbed back, primed, and painted. Oh, baby, this looks good. So, if you saw my first video on the Supra, or if you know me, you would know that I've run the Supra with no spoiler, pretty much from like, I don't know, 2 months in from buying it, maybe 6 months in from buying it. Just like the lines, I like how smooth it looks and so on. But in the last probably year or so, I've really fallen in love with the look of the TRD spoiler. And I wanted to go a little bit extra without going crazy. So I thought I'd look around and get one. And the prices were just ridiculous. Like OEM TRD spoilers, catch you later, you know? It's OEM TRD spoiler or go and buy an AMG. You know, like it's just ridiculous at the moment with prices. So I'll go the reps. And if that means I've got to put a bit of extra time sanding it and fitting it, doesn't really bother me. And also it gives me good content for you guys, so it's kind of a win-win for me. Save some money and get some content. And hopefully you guys enjoy it and you can see that you don't have to go and buy the, you know, the top brand, super expensive. You can get the exact same look from this. I mean, this isn't a Formula One spoiler, you know? It's not really gonna be giving me all this super downforce, it's just gonna look pretty. Oh yeah, that's good. Like yeah, it's gonna need a little bit of sanding and stuff, but that's fine. Quality looks pretty good. Yeah, that'll come up good, that'll come up. The only thing I'm slightly concerned about is, so on my spoiler lid, I'll show you when I do the outside video, there's 2 mounting holes, and I was worried they weren't gonna have mounting holes on this, but they do, so it's all good. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna go about this. I don't know if they're threaded. They don't look threaded. That one looks threaded, that one doesn't, but they kind of got like resin in them and stuff. But we'll be able to work around it, whatever it is. So yeah, that's that side. Other side's gonna be just as good, but I will quickly open it up just in case it's damaged, and then I crack it and you guys can laugh at me cracking it. But so far, so good. Yeah, we're good. We are good. This looks tops. I'm stoked. So now you guys have seen that. We're actually going to jump in and install it today. So the only thing we're not going to do is paint it. I'm going to mount it all. I'm going to re-pop the holes in my boot lid, things like that. And I'll show you what actually happened previously when we sealed them up, or when the paint shop did. But I found a mobile paint guy, and I'm going to get them to come out and do it, because on the new car that I haven't collected yet, we're still waiting for it to come in from Japan. It was due last month, been delayed. Hopefully get it March 15-ish, but we'll see. When that comes in, that needs a couple little things as well. Doesn't need fixing, it's just I'm changing a couple of little things. The grille is a different color, I want it black, so on, things like that. The spoiler on this is going to be black on the blade, black on the end caps, and the actual upright mounts are going to be the 199 of the car. So yeah, today we'll install it, so let's get into it. Okay, so to show you what we've got, you can see here, that was the wiper. Now, it was meant to be welded up. It wasn't welded. There's a bit of tape on the underside, and I'll show you guys that. It's the same here. There's a hole here, and same on the other side. Now, yeah, they put a bit of tape underneath, and then they've just bogged it up and painted it. And I had a big stereo back here years ago, which I think the vibrations have popped this out, and probably heating and cooling of it just being a car, you know, especially in Australia. So yeah, I'll open the boot lid, I'll take you guys under, and I'll show you the weird job of what they've done, and then I'll show you how I'm going to pop the holes back through. It's made the job for popping these holes back through easier, which is great, but I am gonna have to get that welded up one day. Probably won't do the full respray. So I'll open this up and show you how to take the plastics off, things like that. Okay, so to take the plastics off, it's just a bunch of little like push clips around here, but I've got to be super careful because 90s Japanese car, these are going to be really fragile, and to be honest, I think did I break one previously? No, I didn't. There's plastic down here I broke. Send a little, don't worry about it. All right, so I'm going to grab my little pry tools and get to that. All right, so I got these. I got them for like, I don't know, $5 off Wish. They're the same as the expensive ones. It's just a piece of plastic. So don't go rip yourself off and get a $50 pair. Pair? Set? Yeah. So find a little gappy boy where you can, oh, there we go, over here. All right, it's just gonna pop all the way around. I get scared, it's just a door. So I always try and get my hands right under so I can get right near the clips, so you can kind of put your fingers around the clips and pop it out. There we go. There we go. Come on, I'm on video. Let's not break anything on video, huh? Oh, there we go. Let's find that one. Okay, there we go. So to give you guys a reference, that is the back. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13. I did break one previously. Not then, don't worry about it. 13 of them. So good luck if you're gonna pull them out on your Supra. You don't wanna break it because Supra tax at the moment, you all know it's ridiculous. I'll be back in a sec. I'm gonna go put this down. Okay, now to show you what I meant, now this one's hard to see, but see that? That's not paint, that's duct tape. Or yeah, it's duct tape. And you can see the bog. That's what they've done. It's easy to see here. See, it's electrical tape, love it. So that's the one side and that's the other side. Sorry about the bad camera work. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull that tape off, both sides. I'm actually gonna get some, I've got some masking tape and I'm gonna put that on the outside of the paintwork. And I'm gonna get a tiny little drill bit and drill through that hole on each 4 of them, just to break through the Bondo, whatever they've used. And then I'll go on the outside and drill it a little bit bigger, not actually drilling into the metal because I don't want to open those holes up, like the metal holes. I just want to get rid of the bog. And I actually got a deburring tool from Bunnings. There you go, shout out Bunnings, hit me up, sponsor. And I'm just gonna like deburr it, clean it out a little bit. And I'm not gonna go crazy because I don't want to scratch into the metal and the paint and all that sort of stuff. I'm just gonna give it a little bit. All right, so I'll show you all the tools that I'm using. It's basic stuff. Drill, I've got a cheap drill bit set because it's going into body bog. It's not going into anything in particular. Your boy's not sponsored by anyone. Anyone out there want to sponsor me for some tools? I'm here, I'm ready, I'm free. You know, there's a bit of competition between Bunnings and you guys, but you know, free is better than Bunnings. Anyway, also, hey guys, like and subscribe. Like 10% of you guys that actually watch the videos are subscribers. So subscribe to your boy, help me out. Maybe we'll get Bunnings to be my sponsor. How sick would that be? It'd be the most Australian thing ever. Best Australian YouTube sponsor, Bunnings. Legit, because I've got another video coming and I've bought all the stuff from Bunnings. Bunnings, 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 help me out boys. Anyway, so we got some M6 bolts. We've got some cheap deburrers. Don't go and get a $50 one for this job, boys. It's like, you literally are gonna need this for like 4 seconds. It cost me like $6 for a set of 3. I know I'm only showing 2, but it was a set of 3. I've also got a little mixture of washers and spring washers for the underside. I'm undecided if I'm gonna use spring washers in the ends. Because it's going into fiberglass, I don't wanna put too much pressure on it. I don't know. Because I'm not finishing the install today, because it's got to get painted, the actual finalizing of the install will be once it's painted. So let me know in the comments what you think I should do. Should I run a spring washer? Or do you think that's going to be too much tension for this fiberglass? Should I run maybe some Loctite, like a lower grade? I don't know, let me know. Comment down below. Apart from that, yeah, drill bits, Allen keys, screwdriver, cheap drill bits, and your screws. Oh, and the deburrs. I don't know if so they do. So yeah, I'm gonna jump into it and I'll speed it up so you don't have to watch me in real time, so you can watch me zoom around like a Benny Hill video. Did you subscribe? I gave you enough time. Like that was heaps of time. I went through 3 drill bits because this is the smallest one that fits in my drill. You had heaps of time to subscribe. While I'm doing this, click the button. It's not gonna hurt you. If it does, comment in the description down below if you got hurt subscribing to my channel, because I haven't got insurance for that. I'm not covering you. So all right, to keep you up to date, just took the 4 bits of tape off. They're super gross, super sticky, but whatever. Yeah, now I'm gonna get the drill. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna tape up the outsides so that I don't put, I'm hoping that when I drill through, I'm gonna put real minimal pressure on, and I'm hoping that I don't like bust through and crack all the paint. If I do, like big whoop, it's getting repaint anyway. Not gonna tell you yet the color. I think 2 of you out there know the color. I've only let 2 people know. Okay, 3, my wife, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna tape it up and then we'll drill it out. Oh, side note, any other sponsors want to come out? I've got one for you. Your boy lives on this. So any coffee or, you know, Monster, help me out. Did that wrong, bad product placement, so I was... Nah, I'm honestly just joking, guys. I'm just trying to have a laugh. I don't care if I never get a sponsor. I don't care if I don't get any more subscribers. This is fun for me. I'm just trying to do it as a hobby. And, well, I'm doing the stuff on the car anyway. So if I can help someone out doing something on their Supra or their other cars that's maybe a little bit of on budget, because I notice there's a lot of videos, Supra videos out there that are like, yo, look at my 1,000 horsepower Supra, blah, blah, blah. And it's guys with sponsors and stuff, which is awesome for them, super happy for them. But we all haven't got sponsors, so I'm trying to keep this a bit more everyday dude. You know, the guys out there that have bought a Supra, or any other cars, but specifically with a Supra, if you bought one years ago and you're still doing work on it, or if you've somehow managed to get a sick deal, you've got one cheap, something like that, this is for you. And also, hopefully some of you just find me funny, because my wife doesn't. Nah, jokes. She does. She laughs at me every day. Alright. We taped up. Try and protect it a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you, I actually put the spoiler on last night, I scratched the paint a little bit. Don't really care. Because like I said, respray. But maybe if you're doing this on yours, don't put the spoiler together and just sit it on top, because you're going to scratch the paint. I didn't think I would, but I did, whatever. Alright, there we go. That actually went really well. I don't think they use bog, I think they actually use fiberglass resin, because underneath it's kind of clear-ish. Like it's gross, but it's kind of clear, and they've like, in their defense, they've done a pretty good job. So I think the resin's like a smart choice. Now I'm just fingers and toes crossed that the holes in the spoiler line up. I'll bring it out when all this is done, obviously, and I'll show you what I mean. Hey birds, I'm trying to do a video. Okay, thanks. Yeah, so I'm going to drill these out a little bit bigger, deburr them. Here we go. Went to like a 5mm, and it's working perfect. Like it's going through like butter, as you'd expect. It's just like resin or bog or whatever it is. Okay, I'll just put the deburrer in. For those of you that are looking at my toolbox and cringing, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, it's messy. I need to clean it, but I haven't yet. That's worked really well. I'm stoked with that. I'm just going to jump underneath and do a little clean up underneath, so give me a sec. That's worked sick. I'm going to grab you in a sec and show you. Yeah, so putting my tools back, as messy as my stuff is, I do put my stuff back sometimes. Okay, so there we go. We got these holes. Now that's what I mean. I hope they match up with the spoiler. Oh man, I hope they match up. It's going to be so annoying if they're not. But I'm going to go grab the spoiler and then I'll come out and start mounting it. Okay, so here it is. Here is the right side, driver's side, Australian driver's side, and the left side is down there. So I checked the holes. They do look like they're going to line up, but I'm just going to test it right now. I'll put the sides in, tighten them up, make sure they're going to like sit right, and then I'm going to loosen them and then line the blade up in the middle, which I don't have out here at the moment. So yeah. So just so you know what I'm doing, I'm actually just putting the screws in first. I'm going to run them all the way in, just to make sure the threads are nice, because they're cut threads in the fiberglass, which they're not, they're kind of gross, but yeah. Okay, just to run you through this one. This back one wasn't done all the way through, so I had to clean it out with a drill bit, actually by hand. It was easy, and then I've just kind of screwed it all the way in, so that's good. They're both good. So I'm gonna do that on the other one now, and I can get to mounting. And yes, I'm using my thighs as a vise because I don't want to put it in a vise. I don't have a vise. Well, I do, but there's no way I'm putting a fiberglass end cap in a vise. So my thighs are kind of the best way to hold it. Nice and firm, but soft. Nah, it's just kind of gentle on the fiberglass. All right, that one was min. I've got a feeling this back one's either going to be one end of the spectrum or the other, like perfect or suck. Perfect. When I was playing around with it yesterday, one was like real sucky. It was the other side, thankfully, so this is min. Alright, just cleaned them all out. Just took all the screws out, and I'm just going to try and get them fitted by myself. I might have to call in Brooke to help me, but probably not. I'll be alright. Guys, this fitment is really good. Like, this was a cheap spoiler. It was 200 Australian with $100 shipping. Took 2 months, but like, so far so good. I know when I put the blade in, the bolt hole is going to be a little, how you going? But let me show you. Okay, so look at the gaps here. So this gap is about a finger, right? And this one is let's say half a finger, like just for basic, right? Sorry about my messy floor. And yeah, okay, this is my other hand, but one finger, half a finger. And like, it's got like, I can't do it, but it's got room to move. So hold on. So the mounting holes are like, say, M10s. I should pop you guys down. So the mounting holes are like M10s, maybe a little bit bigger. And I'm using M6 screws because that's the hole that's in there. So you can imagine I've got like, what's that, 2 mil either side of the screw that I can kind of move it around. So I'm gonna leave them, they're like loose-ish, that I can slide them around at the moment. I'm gonna leave them like that. I'm gonna go grab the blade. I'm gonna get the blade installed because I feel like I'm gonna need a bit of play. I can move these like 1.5 inches, 2 inches each. So they can kind of flex in and out. To get the blade in. So I'm gonna grab that, I'll put you guys back up on the roof and we'll chuck it on. All right, so here's the blade. You can see she's a spoiler blade. I mean, there's not much more I can say about it. It looks to be really well made, to be honest. I am stoked with this spoiler. I thought it was gonna be a mission to get it like mounted well, but so far so good. Now, I've got this little box here you can see from Bunnings. Sponsorship. Just because when I put one side in, I don't want the other side to be kind of like flopping around and snap these screw holes because obviously fiberglass can be a little bit delicate. So, look, they've given me mounting screws with Allen key heads. Not a fan, not a big fan. Like, nothing wrong with it, but you'll know what it's like with Allen key heads when they strip out and it ruins your life. So, the M6s I just got from Bunnings, they're like really, really thick Phillips heads, so a lot less chance of rounding those. And also, they're like, you know, Allen heads, and they've got like the flat head option as well. So worst case, you round one out, you've got another option instead of trying to easy out this. So I'm gonna probably swap them across unless these are like M7s, and in that case, well, this is what you get. All right, guys, that's installed. I am so stoked now. Look, it's not perfect. There's probably a little bit of an extra gap on this side, not so much of a gap on this side. Like I'm talking like 2 mil. Something I will notice, but once this is black, these are silver, and the end caps are black, you're not going to notice. The back gapping is perfect. I might actually just get the. I might just get the painter to sand that down a little bit, just to prep that a little bit better, like just bring that line in a bit, you know what I mean? The lining, the gapping on the actual car is really shocking. Like it's actually that good. You know, you'll be able to line it up perfectly when I mount it, when it's like fully painted. But that's it. That's the install essentially done. Now, the only thing I don't like is these are kind of lean out a little bit. I'll pull them in with the screws as I can, but I'm also going to run some M3 tape around them. So should kind of close the gapping a little bit. I'm going to have a little bit of play, try and tighten it up a little bit more now, but where I can get it is where I can get it. I'm really happy with this, really, really happy. I'll bring you over here and show you. So that's it there. It's turned out really well. I'll try and come back a bit so you can kind of get the gist. Now, like, it sticks out like crazy at the moment because of the fact that it's white. But when that middle blade's black and the sides are silver, oh man, I'm actually so stoked with that. It kind of matches a bit better when you have a look at the front spoiler. See, like the front bumper. See how like it's more aggressive in the front, so it needs that aggression in the back. Oh my God, I'm so stoked. This is going to look so sick. I'll take you nice and close so you can actually have a look at the gapping of what I mean. So what I mean is, see how that gap is quite large there? I think the screws will be able to pull that down quite a lot, which should be good. And it's the same over here. It's like close there. So what I mean about the back gapping, that matches that quite nicely. But at the front, see how, see how that gap is like that? Look, I'm being really picky, to be honest. Being really picky, but you know, it's my Supra, so I'll do the best I can. Sweet. So now I can eat my ramen on the back of my car. Good stuff. Jokes, never had ramen. Seriously, I actually haven't, so I should try that. But thank you heaps for coming and joining me on this install video. I know there's a few of you out there that were looking forward to this. Those of you guys that do have this JZA80 Supra and you want a spoiler and you're not fussed about getting genuine, eBay, man. Like this company, I'm shocked at how good this was for $300 delivered to my house from China to Australia. Blown away. Like genuinely, I'm not even gonna like tell you who they are because it's just like you search eBay and it's the cheapest one there. That's it. Buy that one. This is it. This is how it fits. And 100% this is just their regular moldings. One thing I will show you is the end caps. I'll chuck that in here. So as I mean about the end caps, you would have seen in the unboxing video, you see how that hole is really close to the end and that one isn't? What they've done, sorry about the bad camera work. Okay, so that's lined up perfectly. And this hole is slightly off. So that's what the issue is. I'm gonna have to open that hole up back this way a little bit, and then we'll do some filling or something for that one. And the other side, I just wanna like mirror them. But that's the issue. Like this is gonna be black anyway. I'm gonna get black hardware as well for the outside. So it should be good. Now these are the 2 screws that you would have seen me or heard me talking about earlier. Don't know if I should put spring washers. I am not putting spring washers because they were not hard to get in, but like there was a little friction. So they're not going anywhere. Once they're tightened up, we're Gucci. So yeah, as you can see, the end caps don't line up perfectly, but what we're gonna probably do is fill those holes, reline it up, re-drill new mounting holes just for the outside screws, and that will fix that little issue. But yeah, that's our install. So for all of you wanting to install it as well, there's your how-to, really simple. I can't tell you that every spoiler install is going to be that easy because I can guarantee it won't, but that was sick. If you've got a factory spoiler and you want like the little curved one and you want to go to this, it's going to be slightly even easier than that. So yeah, thanks for coming along guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe, tell your friends, share it around. Let's blow it up. Let's see if we can get Bunnings to give me a sponsorship, because that'd be absolutely hilarious to come back to this video in like a year's time. And birds, I'm trying to do a video. And Bunnings have come in and gone, hey man, look, here's your sponsorship, and also here's an anti-bird noise machine. Would be great. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for coming along. Catch ya.